Previously, on Secrets, Crimes, and Audiotape.
What's this all about a supplier?
Well, seems like our supplier in India, it seems like they're using children to make our clothes.
That's not accurate, Sheila. That's a false accusation.
That's what I told him, Jim.
I deal with the factories over there myself. We need to control this. When the story breaks, we got our story straight. We don't want to leak any rumors or it could explode in our faces.
From Wondery, this is Secrets, Crimes, and Audiotape, an audio drama told week after week. I'm David Reinstrom. What's your secret? My secret is that I pay for all my transactions in diamonds. Jim Nostrand also had a secret. He runs Cheap Threads, a church-owned clothing company in Minnesota that sources its product from sweatshops in India. Did he or didn't he know? And was that his only secret? On the second part of Severed Threads, the news media close in on this revelation. While in England, Ben, a young student at a boarding school, becomes increasingly obsessed with shootings and revenge. And in India, Prem Sharma, a British-born freelance journalist, witnesses a sweatshop full of child labor being broken up by the authorities. When he delivers one of the child laborers back to his home village, the boy's mother berates him. Prem returns to the city, anxious to understand the desperation these people feel. How far will he go for a story? It's the second installment out of 3 this week of John Dryden's Severed Threads, an international thriller that spans 3 continents. This is a heavy continuity show, so I would recommend that you go back 1 episode to hear the first installment, if you haven't already. These 3 lives, so distant, are all related, all intertwined. Join me, won't you, as we discover just how twisted these severed threads become. Sit back, relax, and enjoy Severed Threads, Part 2.
Mrs. Shaw, please.
Thank you.
Yes.
So,
Well, now you see, Mrs. Sharma, we feel Ben is struggling to cope here. It may be that another school would be more suitable.
there's nothing wrong with Ben. He's a boy. He's exploring the world. He reads comic books, he plays computer games. Yes, some of them violent. Is that so unusual? Boys can be attracted to violence at that age.
And no, Mrs. Sharma, Ben has taken these interests to what we consider to be disturbing lengths, and he doesn't seem to be interested in mixing with other boys. He spends a lot of his time on his own.
All boys are not the same, Mr. Timms. You can't expect everyone to play sports. My husband hated sports. Just because he's a quieter child, because he's a bit shy, doesn't mean he's not intelligent. He's a normal boy. He does well in exams.
Yes, he does. His intelligence is not what's being discussed here.
He's not a violent boy.
I know.
He's never been in any trouble. with that
No, his behaviour has never been violent, I agree.
So, what's the problem?
Would you like to read this?
What is it?
It's Ben's notebook.
It's his diary. It's supposed to be private.
It's about a boy, Ben's age, who gets a gun and starts shooting his classmates and teachers.
Let me see.
Please.
It's a fantasy. Boys have fantasies. He's trying to come to terms with the world around him, and I don't need to tell you how violent that is. You just need to pick up a newspaper. He's just exploring the world.
Look, Mrs. Sharma.
Please, just call me Fiona.
Fiona, I'm not trying to fence with you or win an argument. We are concerned for Ben. And it would be remiss of me as his housemaster and as his guardian here at St. Wilfrid's not to be concerned about these signs. Look, we all know, don't we, that dreadful things have happened in schools. Now, I'm not saying for a moment that Ben is going to do anything like that, but we do have a responsibility to the whole community of this school, as well as to Ben, and maybe we're not serving his best interests here at St. Wilfrid's at the moment.
David, Can I call you David?
Yes, please do.
Ben loves it here. All this talk of him being taken out of school is a bit dramatic. That's probably what's upsetting him.
Mrs. Sharma, Ben seems depressed.
Depressed?
Could it be that his father's death
No,
is...
that's ridiculous. Ben hardly knew his father.
But he was, 7 when his father died?
Yes.
Well, I would have thought that would have been extremely upsetting for a child of that age to lose a father.
Ben's father was hardly ever there.
Well, that could have increased his sense of loss and the powerlessness that Ben felt. These things don't go away, Miss Fiona. They stay with us. And if we don't address them, they can grow, fester, they can harm us and those around us.
Ben seems fine at home. Look, I'm paying not inconsiderable fees for you to educate my child. He may be a loner, but that's why I've sent him here. I work hard to give him the best I can.
We think Ben needs special help.
You're a special school. Help him. Look, I'm a single mother. I work hard to give Ben the best I can. If you send him home, what am I going to do with him? I can't give up my job. I'm building a company. He's going to sit there at home. Why did you have all those videos on your computer?
I was just interested.
Are you upset about anything? Debbie, can I call you back? No, I'm at my son's school. Okay, go on then, quickly. Have they sent a brief? Well, ask them for a brief so we can prepare something properly. Yes. Yes, their offices. I don't know, check my diary. I'll be back in an hour or so. Yeah. Bye. So, have you made some friends, Ben?
Yes.
Good. So you're going to be all right until the holidays?
Yes, fine. Of course I'll be fine, Mum.
Can we have the bill?
Yes. What's a sweatshop?
Do you mean a sweet shop?
No.
Where did you hear that word from?
Don't know. Just wondered. Doesn't matter anyway. There's the bill.
Thanks. You know, Ben, you're a very privileged young chap. Most boys haven't had the start in life you've had. I have to work very hard to keep you here.
I know, Mum.
You shouldn't waste it. You do like it here, don't you?
Yes?
Ben, Mr. Timms wants you to see a doctor.
What for?
Just to have a chat. The doctor will be able to help you deal with everything.
Like a head doctor?
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with you, Ben.
Then why?
Yes, Debbie. It's a print run of 4,000, I told you. Then say no. I'll be back in the office in... Put it on hold and tell him to wait for me. Yes. Okay. Ready to go back to school?
I'm here in my hotel room waiting for Rahul, my fixer, who's late, as usual. I've been here 2 weeks and I'm flying back home tomorrow. Now, I felt a bit uneasy when I left Amit with his mother in the village. It wasn't quite the ending of my documentary I'd expected. I'm going back there today to visit him and his mother and brother, see how they're all getting on. Who knows? I might even get a sequel out of it.
So have you always wanted to work in radio?
You know, people who work in radio usually say how much they love radio. They say if I had to choose between working in radio and working in TV, I'd always choose radio. It's the theatre of the imagination.
What?
It's like you create pictures in people's heads.
I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah, but I'm not like that. To be honest, I've only ever wanted to work in TV. For me, working in radio is like being like a bird of prey. An eagle with its wings clipped. I want want to soar above the clouds, man, but I have to waddle around in the muck.
So why don't you work in television?
It's not as simple as that, my friend. I need a big story.
Oh, something will come. Maybe this will be the story that'll do it.
Yeah, sure. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is Birkwood Village, returning to see Amit take 1. Well, we're here again. I'm back at Amit's village to see how he's settling in after being returned to his family. It's set in a dusky, bleak landscape with a scorching, pitiless sun above. No, wait, I'll do that again. We're in a bleak, dusty landscape. It's midday and the heat is intense. Apart from the odd stray dog and a few children, there's no one around. I've come to see Amit, the boy we rescued from the textile factory in Delhi. I hope that he and his mother will have by now bonded, or at least a little bit. Hello, is anyone there? Oh, namaste ji.
नमस्ते।
Amit है?
नहीं,
कहाँ गया?
भाग गया।
भाग गया मतलब?
अरे मतलब भाग गया तो भाग गया, अब और किस भाषा में समझाएं आपको कि भाग गया। अच्छा ही।
It's not good news, I'm afraid. Basically, she's saying that Amit has run away.
गाय को चारा डालने तो मुड़ के देखे कि सड़क पर भागा चला जा रहा है। अब हम क्या करते? भागते उसके पीछे।
What shall we do?
We can't do anything.
How could he have run away? We're in the middle of nowhere. I don't believe her.
Come, let's go.
Wait, there's his brother. 1 second. Come here.
हाँ, हाँ।
इधर आओ. Amit कहाँ है?
पता नहीं।
ए मुन्ना, चुप रहा। चुप रहा।
हाँ माँ।
Seems he's keeping stum too.
We can inform the welfare officer when we get back. They'll follow it up. Now who's this? हाँ जी.
वो लड़के के बारे में पूछ रहे थे आप, जो वहाँ उस पेड़ के नीचे रहता था, अपनी माँ के साथ.
हाँ, अमित.
हाँ, हमको पता है उसका क्या हुआ. 5,000 रुपए देने पड़ेंगे, हम बता देंगे.
What does he want?
He says he knows something about Amit.
Yeah?
Yeah. If we pay him 5,000 rupees, he'll tell us.
5,000?
Yeah.
To tell us about Amit?
Hmm?
Well, should it? I mean, he's quite expensive, isn't he? I mean, 5,000, that's like 70 quid.
Mm-hmm. It's up to you.
क्या बताएंगे आप?
बताएंगे उसको, उसका क्या हुआ, कौन लेके गया, किधर, कहाँ, कैसे.
Just give him 500 rupees. 500, ठीक है?
Now what's he going to tell us? I've just been told by one of the villagers that Amit didn't run away. A man came to the house and took Amit away in a van. I'm going to talk to the mother again. कैसी माँ है आप?
क्या?
Is this what it means to be a mother to you? How much did you get paid for your son?
क्या कह रहे हो?
कितने पैसे मिले आपको बेटे बेचने के लिए?
क्या मतलब?
आप लोगों की वजह से इंडिया की प्रॉब्लम्स कभी खत्म नहीं होंगी. आपको शर्म नहीं आती? Why did I do that? I just had a go at her with half the village watching. Why did I do that? I'm sorry, I just lost my temper. I haven't any right to as a Westerner. It's just that I have a child myself and... Actually, I shouldn't have blamed the mother. She's virtually destitute. God. I'm becoming a part of my own documentary. Let's go, Roll. I feel responsible. Before, at least he had a job, somewhere to stay. Now he's probably back in the city begging or worse. We'll never know. We'll never know what happens to this child.
Not necessarily.
What?
When you went back to talk to the mother, the informer told me something that may be useful.
What?
The man who took the boy away, he has been to the village several times before. He has a van with a sign on it, a cleaning company. I think I can track him down. But it may take time. I'll need more money.
How much more?
You see, I need to make some calls, bribe some officials.
If you build your house on the sands, it will surely be thrown down.
You didn't sleep well, honey?
No.
What is it? Are you worried about something?
No.
All that stuff about the factory in India, it'll go away. I mean, you told them you didn't know about the children. You told them good, it'll go away.
Just shut up. I'm not worried about that, okay?
Is it the pastor's visit last night?
I don't want to talk about it.
Honey, let's pray together.
Not now, honey.
No, come on, Jim. Maybe you've forgotten. You've got too sophisticated with that job and all.
No, honey, I'm just not in the mood.
It's not just the pastor's visit, is it? You've been quiet ever since that phone call. Do you think I didn't notice? What is it, Jim? If you can't share it with me, then can you share it with God? Honey, let's humble ourselves in front of the Lord right now and ask for His help. We used to, before we were married. Come on, Jim. We don't have to be at church. We can do it right here at the kitchen table. Please. Honey, please. Dear Lord, Father, giver of life, help Jim in his hour of need. Help him to drive out the demons inside him. Can you feel it working, honey?
Yeah.
Help Jim to stand tall when the devil throws false accusations and insults at him. Help him to be brave in the face of adversity.
Dad, what are you doing?
Your father and I are praying together.
Gross. Go to church.
In Jesus' name, amen. Look, you may laugh at God now, but you better hope when you need Him, He doesn't laugh at you.
I'm going out tonight.
Who with?
Casey.
Honey, you know what we think about Casey. Why don't you spend some time with girls your own age?
Because they're dumb?
Well, we just don't think Casey is a good influence, honey.
Why?
We just don't think...
Because she likes girls?
Oh, Faith, now don't you start.
Why? Why? Because Jesus doesn't approve?
Honey, sit down. Sit down. Let me tell you something. You remember what I told you about my life? My life long ago, when I was a salesman?
Yeah.
Day after day, I was on the road, driving from city to city, but I didn't know where I was going. I mean, I had a map. I could find my way from city and city, but in here, I was lost.
Honey, don't talk about this, not now.
No, Ruth, it's necessary, so Faith will understand. And then I became ill.
You've told me about this, Dad. You tell it to the congregation just about every Sunday.
I know, but there's more. When I met Pastor McGivern, I was a wreck. Every time I spoke, tears would stream from my eyes. I had no hope in my heart. But the life I was leading, I couldn't be without. I was like an addict. I couldn't see how I could change. And do you know what Pastor McGivern said to me? And if thy hand offend thee, cut it off. It is better for thee to enter into life maimed than having two hands to go into hell, into the fire that never shall be quenched. Then I realized I was already in hell. What I needed to do was cut off my hand, so to speak. Cut off those parts of myself that were causing me all this misery. The evil thoughts, the gluttony, and yes, I'm sorry, Ruth, but the temptations of the flesh. But you see, I had to decide to do it. That's the crucial thing, honey. You have to decide, to make a conscious choice, to change. Or stay trapped in the life you know is destroying you. Do you understand? Do you understand, Faith, honey? Sometimes you have to make a choice. Cut off that which you know in your heart of hearts is not righteous.
Yes. I understand. Can I go to school now?
Sure, honey.
Have a good day, honey.
You think she understood?
I don't know, honey.
Who is this?
Who is this?
I want to speak to Jim Nostrand.
My father?
Is your father Mr. Jim Nostrand of the clothing company Cheap Threads?
What? Yes.
I want to speak to him.
He's not here.
Tell your father, wherever he is, vengeance is coming.
How did you get this number?
He better lock his doors at night, because I'm coming and he's going to pay for what he's done.
My father's dead. Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Who is this?
Table for one?
No, I'm meeting someone. I'll just take a look around.
Okay.
Hey, Jim. Jim. Over here. Wow. Hey, thanks for coming. I hope I didn't disrupt your day.
No, it's fine.
I saw you on TV.
What do you want?
I guess you're a little surprised to get my call. It's been a long time, Jim. Where have all the years gone?
What do you want?
Can I refill your coffee?
Sure.
Here's the menu. Can I tell you about our specials today?
No.
Yeah, that'd be great, please.
We've got our chef's homemade corned beef hash. It's served with 2 eggs. It's delicious. Then we've got our chef's Tuesday special, chili hot bowl, served with Parmesan cheese and sour cream on the side. And for dessert, we've got our chef's special blueberry magic pie drizzled with Indian jaggery. I had that for breakfast. It comes highly recommended.
What's Indian jaggery?
Okay. Shall I leave you two to think about that, or?
No, I'm ready to order. I'll have a burger with fries.
Good choice.
Jim?
Just bring me coffee.
Coming right up.
You know nothing happened.
All I know, Jim, is that you were on the register.
I'm not anymore, and it was a mistake.
It makes no difference. Jim? I mean, Jim, who do you think people are going to believe?
What do you want, Billy?
Don't you want to take that?
No. What do you want, Billy?
You're a businessman, Jim. What do you think I want?
Look, you were a disturbed child. You know nothing happened.
You told your church about this, Jim?
Look, I'm not gonna give in to blackmail. You can go to hell. And yeah, I told my church about it, and they support me. They are my family.
I think you need to think about this, Jim.
No, Billy, I think you need to think about this. I can see your troubles. I can see you've taken a wrong turn in your life. But it's never too late to change. I found God. No, God found me. I know what you're going through. I've been through it. I was ill, and God turned it all around for me. He can do that for you, too, if you just let him in.
I don't need God. I need $20,000.
Yeah, sure you do. And then when you get that, it'll go, and you'll need more, and then you'll need more and more. It's not the way, Billy. I can help you get a job. I can help you get some self-respect back into your life.
What are you talking about?
I'll tell you what, Billy. Just think about what I said. Just think about it for a few days. We'll meet again in a few days, and we'll talk. Will you do that for me, Billy?
No, I want the money.
Just think about it. That's good. I'm glad we had this talk. And if you want to talk some more, I'm here to help you, Billy. I'm here for you real good. Okay, you take care of yourself. You take care of yourself now. Bye-bye.
is a story that could have some legs to it. This is the crisis that has hit the Minneapolis clothing firm Cheap Threads over allegations that the church was using child labor. Now, the church has released a statement saying that they're citing weak leadership, this is a quote, weak leadership and poor management. What the heck? The statement goes on to say that the commercial director, Jim Nostrand, had gone over the heads of his bosses at the Mission of God Church in pursuit of profit, no matter what the cost in human suffering. The church has issued a statement promising a thorough investigation and that the individuals involved, quote, will not only have to answer to God, but to us, and will be dealt with accordingly. We'll see, we'll follow that story as it develops. Okay, out to Helen Carmichael, who's out of the I-90 junction. Helen, what have you got for us today?
Oh, hi, Jim.
Who authorized that press release?
Well, see, you weren't here, so Kyle...
Kyle? Kyle? What the hell are you doing?
What do you mean?
Nothing should come out of this company unless I authorize it.
Well, no.
That's why we're in this mess in the first place.
Well, yeah, maybe, but you see, Jim, Pastor McGivern came by. He was concerned about the situation.
You don't work for Pastor McGivern. You work for me.
Yeah, that's right, Jim. But you see, we were getting a lot of calls while you were out from all over the country, and I tried calling you, Jim, but you didn't. But you didn't answer, Jim.
Hello?
Having a good time?
What?
You said you'd call last night, you didn't.
Yeah, sorry, darling. Look, we drove out to the village to see the boy.
I was worried.
Yeah, sorry, I should have called. The thing is, he's disappeared.
Who has?
The boy. Amit, the boy I rescued from the factory.
Prem, you've already made the program. It's gone out. It was great. Why are you still obsessing about it?
I feel responsible.
Well, you did what you could. Now, I'm due to be in Edinburgh on Thursday evening, so when you get back in the morning, you'll need to...
I have to stay.
What?
Just for a few more days. I need to find out what's happened. I feel responsible.
Prem, you've got a 7-year-old child waiting for you here at home. I've got to be in Edinburgh.
He could stay with my parents for a few days. They'd be more than happy.
Well, who's going to organise that?
I'll call them.
And who's going to get all Ben's things together and drive him over there?
Come on, Fiona.
You said you were going to be back on Thursday morning. I've made my arrangements accordingly.
I'm sorry.
We agreed when we went into this that it would be 50-50, equal responsibility.
Yes, I know, but...
we agreed. I didn't agree to be a stay-at-home mum. I didn't agree to this lifestyle, and that's what you're making me. I didn't sign up for this.
Look, this isn't going to take long. I'll be back soon, I promise.
You have to make your mind up. Are you part of this family, or are we just something you're dragging around?
Hello?
I found the boy.
Where is he? What's he doing?
He's part of a begging gang, Chapur Jat. I haven't seen him yet, but...
You thought I was doing a bad job, but actually I've been working tirelessly to help you.
Yeah, can you just be quiet for a second, please?
What?
I need to record a wild track. I need silence.
Why do you need that?
It's when you edit an interview. It's useful to have the background sounds to put under the interviews. It hides the edits.
Oh?
The cuts.
Oh.
Like as if it was actually recorded like that.
Oh. But wouldn't it be more truthful to show where the cuts are?
Yeah, but it doesn't work like that.
चलो आगे बढ़ो आगे बढ़ो भाई
Is that him?
I think it is. Amit! He's scared, he's running away. Come on. Amit! Amit! It's okay, I'm not gonna hurt you. Amit, what are you doing? Are you begging?
छोड़ो।
God, what happened to you? Who did this to you? Who did this to him?
You know, the knife wala.
What?
It happens a lot. A boy with one arm makes more money than a boy with two.
Get a rickshaw.
What are you doing?
We have to get him to the hospital. This is going to get infected. Rickshaw! Done.
Prem, you can't take the boy from here.
Bhatia Hospital, jaldi,
Prem.
jaldi.
You can't help him. Look,
Are you okay?
those men over there, they're beggar masters.
I don't care. He needs my help.
I'm going to help you. Look.
Hey, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
चल चल कुछ नहीं
हाँ?
कुछ नहीं
क्या कर रहे थे?
I'm just...
belongs here.
कुछ नहीं, तू निकल, तू निकल.
These men won't let you take.
Call the police.
Hey, इधर पुलिस बुलाएगा? पुलिस बुलाएगा? इधर. चल इधर.
सर सर रहने दो भाई भाई छोड़ो रहने दो सर.
तू अपने दोस्त को समझा रे.
पुलिस बोल रहा है. You okay? Prem?
They're taking him away. Call the police.
The police won't do anything. They don't care. These gangs pay them.
I'm going after them.
Look, you don't know what you're doing. You don't want to get involved here. It's not safe for you.
I need to help that boy. I feel responsible.
You foreigners come here and you want to do good. But usually you only make things worse.
Look, man. I'm Indian.
Yeah. Of course you are.
Do you like trains, Ben?
They're okay.
I want you to imagine an out-of-control train rolling down a hill. Here it is. It's rolling down this hill, understand?
Yeah.
Now look. Oh, dear. There are 5 people standing on the track. The train is heading directly for them.
Why can't they move out the way?
They can't. It's very steep on both sides of the track. Do you understand?
Yeah.
There's only one thing that can stop the train. You are standing here, beside the track. And by pulling this lever, you can divert the train along this side track. If you do that, you'll save those 5 people. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Would you pull that lever, Ben, to save those 5 people?
Yeah.
What if there was another person standing on the side track? So now you've got 5 people here and 1 person here. Would you pull that lever? Would you pull the lever and kill that 1 person to save the other 5? Do you sacrifice the 1 to save the 5?
I don't know. What would you do?
I'm interested in what you think, Ben.
If I loved the person, I would let the train go.
And kill the 5?
Yes.
To save that 1 person? Who would that person be, Ben?
Anybody. It's just an example.
No, it isn't, Ben. Who would that person be? Your dad? I know that your father died when you were young, Ben.
He was murdered.
Why do you think that, Ben?
I'm not a fool.
Have you talked to your mother about these feelings that you have?
They're not feelings. And anyway, She wouldn't understand.
Wouldn't she, Ben? Why's that?
Because she's not interested. There's only one person who would understand.
Your dad?
No.
Who?
I don't know who she is.
She?
Her father's dead too.
Who is this girl, Ben? Tell me about her.
I've never met her.
Hiya, Jim.
I need to speak to Pastor McGivern.
Let me just call his office. Is he expecting you, Jim?
No, yes he is. Well, he said it'd be fine.
Okay.
Can I just see him for... I'd like to see him now if I could.
Okay, let me just check.
Thank you.
Sit down, Jim.
I need to talk to you about Kyle, Pastor.
I see.
He's not working out. I can't do my job if my staff are undermining me, Pastor. Did you hear that radio report? I had just been on news time defending the company's position. I was totally undermined.
Jim, calm down. Sit down.
This is a time when we need to carefully manage how we present ourselves to the outside world.
I agree, Jim. And Jim, I don't think it's something you can handle alone.
What?
The Board of Governors, they saw your interview on television, Jim. They don't think you handled it very well, Jim. That's why the board felt that we needed to put out a firmer statement.
Yeah, but the statement you put out is blaming me.
Calm down, Jim. You're right, of course, but don't overexcite yourself, Jim. You know what happens when you overexcite yourself.
I know about the clothing business. I've been selling clothes all my life. I have sold clothes to every department store chain in America.
No one's questioning that, Jim. Selling clothes is different to managing a clothing business.
What are you saying, Pastor?
There are sacrifices we all have to make.
Sacrifices?
The church can't be tainted.
No, see, I've been defending the church. That's what I've been trying to do.
And God said, "Take now thy son, thine only son Isaac, whom thou lovest, and get thee into the land of Moriah, and sacrifice him there as a burnt offering." And Abraham built an altar there, and bound Isaac his son, and laid him on the altar. And Abraham stretched forth his hand, and took the knife to slay his son.
Am I the sacrifice? I haven't chosen to be a sacrifice.
Nor had Isaac, Jim. We all have to listen to the Lord.
But then the Lord saved Isaac.
Well, there you are. Trust in the Lord. Listen to what he's telling you.
I try to listen, Pastor, but lately I can't hear anything.
Jim, I think the board thinks you're part of the problem.
No.
Well, the board thinks you are. Why don't you take some time off? Have a day or two at home. Hey, that backyard of yours you're always talking about. I think you should do that, Jim. Let things settle.
Without my work, I'm nothing.
You need some time off. I'm telling you. You need some time off.
Here's the 3-1 pitch. How you doing?
Oh, good.
What would you like?
Give me a double straight up, no ice.
Looks like snow. This early, I don't know. I saw geese flying south yesterday.
Yeah?
Yeah. Right over my house. They were heading south, all right. I don't know. It looks like the Sharks are out of the playoffs.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. That new manager, what's his name, Novak?
Yeah, Novak.
No. He's no good. They should have fired him last year.
I'll have another.
Yeah. It's the fourth season they've been right at the bottom of the division.
Come on, Jim. Come on, Jim. Come on, Jim. Come on. Okay. Honey, I'm home.
Oh, hi, honey. How was your day?
Fine.
I knew it would be.
Yeah?
Yeah, I had a pact with the Lord.
Uh-huh.
Jim, you've been drinking.
Just one. There was a thing at the office.
Oh, have I forgotten someone's birthday? Or
What?
at the office, it was someone's birthday?
No, just sales figures. They were pretty good this quarter, so we had a little celebration.
Oh, Jim, I'm so glad that you're feeling better. I mean, you were feeling so low last night. And here, come on through. I've been cooking. Just one thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want you to get angry or upset, but I know you have a lot on your mind.
What is it?
Well, okay, you know how you always say that there's no such thing as problems, just opportunities?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we have an opportunity. I mean, I don't know what kind of opportunity it is, but, you know, it has to be an opportunity because it's not a problem.
Honey, what is it?
It's Faith.
What's happened?
She's in the kitchen. Go in there and see for yourself.
Faith? Oh my. What have you done? You had lovely hair.
I didn't like it.
But see, it makes you look like a boy.
I took your advice, Dad. I cut it off. Because, well, it just wasn't me.
Well, what did you say to her?
What's happened to us, honey? We used to be so happy. Now it's like I look in the mirror and everything's broke. Is God really doing this to us?
God has a plan.
Does he? Does he, honey?
Yes. Just trust in him.
I'd like to, honey, but...
No, don't go there. Please, don't go there. Don't go to that dark place. It's just God testing you.
Don't, honey. Just let it ring.
No, honey, don't be like that. It might be important. Hello? Yeah?
I said don't answer it.
What happened to you, Jim?
There are a million things that happen every day in this world only because no one sees them. But when someone shines a light on them, then everything has to change. But as long as no one knows,
Stay tuned for scenes from the next episode of Secrets, Crimes, and Audiotape.
Who the hell are you to tell me to leave? I created this company. I hired you, and you are asking me to leave?
Things have grown a touch more complicated, haven't they? With Jim lying about his job.
Please, please, Kyle, I can't go home. I haven't told my wife.
Ben accelerating towards some dark purpose.
Ben, I don't want to go to Mr. Tim's.
I didn't take anything.
Ben, £500 is a lot of money.
It wasn't me.
Are you sure about that, Ben? If I search your room now...
I'm not a thief. Why are you accusing me?
And Prem getting wrapped up with organized crime in his search for Amit?
I need more money.
What?
I put myself in great danger here.
I never agreed to pay.
If you want this video...
I've paid you all I'm gonna pay you.
Then I'm taking the video back. Pay me. I can't help you anymore. You're on your own.
I don't see an easy way out of this. But then again, easy ways out never made for good stories. On the episode notes, we have a few links to help you make the most out of your secrets. If you're listening on an iPhone, all you need to do is tap the cover art while the show is playing, and you'll see the episode notes, including the links. There is one to subscribe. Please do. There's one to our Facebook page or to our email address, secrets@wondery.com. We'd love to hear from you, either there or on our survey at wondery.com/survey. You'll also find some special deals, courtesy of our sponsors like Blue Apron, Sleep Number, MeUndies, and Audible. Always remember to enter the full promo code SECRETS, or use the link we give in our episode notes. It's good karma. And if you can, please rate and review Secrets, Crimes, and Audiotape on iTunes. When we hit 500 5-star reviews, we'll get some SCA merchandise going. And that's always going to be a good time. Thank you for listening to Secrets, Crimes, and Audiotape. The theme song for our series was composed by Mark Hadley. Our executive producers are Jeffrey Glazer and Hernan Lopez for Wondery. Until next time, I'm your host, David Reinstrom. What's your secret?